Hello everyone, welcome back to another slow fashion video. I hope you're all well and that you're having a wonderful week. Today, busting a little slow fashion myth, something that I've been hearing more in social circles. I often hear slow fashion is expensive or sustainable fashion just isn't affordable. And I know a lot of you probably already know that I'm gonna say I respectfully disagree. So today I'm going to share a couple of ways that we can all participate in slow fashion without spending a lot of money, and also a couple of reasons why we might think this way and why our perception of the price of clothing is just so skewed and really doesn't make a lot of sense these days. Before jumping in, I want to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor, my friends at Skillshare. I love Skillshare and I love working with them because they are all about community learning, which is something that I have become very passionate about. Skillshare is an online learning community that has thousands of classes. I have learned some great things like proper garment construction all the way to how to be a more productive creative entrepreneur. A course that I recently took and I'm very excited about is using fashion psychology to enhance your sense of style. Social Perception and Dress by Sarah Sung McFarland. I am so excited to apply what I learn in this course to my virtual styling and also the content here on this channel. The beautiful thing is that Skillshare is offering the first 1,000 of my subscribers who click the link in the description box below a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can get started exploring your creativity ASAP. With that being said, let's jump on in. No, I lie. If you like this kind of video that encourages creativity instead of consumption, hit subscribe below. You can also find me on IG. I will leave that here for you. And you can also find me in my live Shop Your Closet studios, which are just a hoot. So let's jump on it. If we purchased slow fashion at the rate of consumption that fast fashion pushes on us, so making several purchases a week or every month in higher quantities and volumes, then of course, fairly priced garments would be unaffordable, absolutely. But not necessarily because the price is astronomical. It's more because no one can afford to shop that much all the time. Ultimately, the planet and the people making our garments at very low prices are paying a huge price. I believe it was Maxine Beda who said, "We cannot shop our way to sustainability." Slow fashion isn't unaffordable because it's not about shopping. Slow fashion is a holistic view of how we consume our clothes, from how we shop for them to how we care for them, and finally how we discard them. So that means there are so many ways to actively participate in slow fashion without even shopping or spending money. Wear what you own. Of course, this is, I think, the foundation of slow fashion, just using and wearing what you've already got. There is this amazing quote by Orson Welles, "The enemy of art is the absence of limitation." What would happen if we challenged ourselves to shop our closets for maybe like one whole week or one whole month? I bet you would come up with so many amazing new ways to put outfits together that you had never thought of before, simply because you had that small limitation. If you're someone who loves to shop and doing a little shop your closet challenge for a week or a month or an extended period of time makes you want to like scream and throw things out the window, that's cool, that's fine. Just try perhaps shopping less. No matter where you shop. Maybe it's fast fashion, maybe it's thrifting, secondhand, sustainable fashion, cat fashion, dog fashion, fish fashion. Just shop less. Shopping less is a huge money saver for obvious reasons. You're not buying as much, you're not spending as much money, but it's also one of the most powerful ways to participate in slow fashion. Even if you are, say, used to shopping maybe 6 to 8 garments a month, try reducing that number, maybe to 1 or 2 or 3 garments a month. Small changes in our habits are what lead to greater, longer lasting change. So if buying less looks like that to you, then perfect. The other piece of this whole buy less bit, which has already saved you money, is that when it does come time to buy something, then you will have more money to spend on it. Something that is so important to remember is that high prices don't always equal a higher quality garment, which is why I believe that slow fashion can be applied to any budget and no matter where you shop. Saving and waiting to buy something is definitely not the most sexy of all slow fashion practices, but it's definitely one of the most rewarding and best uses of your money. Brands that operate with a slow fashion mindset don't operate within a scarcity or urgency mindset like the fast fashion industry. Instead, they have core pieces and collections that repeat and get restocked year over year and season over season. So that while you're saving and waiting, there isn't that pressure to buy something right away when it's out of your budget and you can't afford it. And when you end up spending money on a garment that is of higher quality and that has more longevity, you end up saving money over the long run. The alternative would be to buy a garment that is perhaps less well made, less suited to your lifestyle and your taste, and you'll keep purchasing to fill that gap or that need that is required. My next tip is to get nerdy. Participating in slow fashion can be as simple as researching some of your favorite brands. Maybe this looks like reaching out to brands and finding out more about any of their practices that you're interested and making sure that they are treating their workers fairly, that they are being careful with their environmental resources, and whatever else is important to you. Becoming a more informed consumer costs absolutely nothing, and it can really help bolster other changes in behavior like shopping less, shopping your closet, mending, all that other good stuff. Finally, take care of your clothes like the good friends they are. We ask a lot of our clothes. They are an expression of ourselves, they protect us from the elements, and it always boggles my mind when we seem to be okay with discarding them after just a couple of months of wear. Like, ouch, rude. Taking care of your clothes through good laundry practices and solid upkeep whenever it's needed doesn't cost a lot. You might need to make an investment of maybe anywhere between $30 and $80 for a steamer, and maybe $15 to $25 for an electric debobbler, or you can even find a little sweater comb for about $5 to $10. So for about $100 over the course of several years, you get a closet full of clothes that feel fresh and new. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or if you learned something new. Hit subscribe below as well if you haven't already. A huge thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I've got all of the details about that awesome offering in the description box below. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you in the next slow fashion video. Ciao!